Our little guy has passed that 1.5 year mark, so I am going to share with you today our favorite things that we loved from the 12 to 18 month age range. I have lots of different things in the eating category, toys, bath, transportation, all of those things. But I thought we'd get started here in the kitchen. But before I do, I would love if you subscribe to my channel if you're new. Also, I'm going to leave links to all of the previous videos that I've filmed for the newborn phase, 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 to 12. And I will continue to do these. We're going to film another one once our guy turns 2 and share those favorite finds as well. So in the kitchen, I have a few things that I wanted to share that have been really helpful during this phase. Number one, this silicone silverware, but it actually has the silverware tips to it. It's a great tool for this age range because you really want them to start to begin using the silverware at appropriate times. Yogurt and other things with a spoon. They want to work on stabbing. Our child has had a lot of fun using a fork and learning how to use a fork, but I like how this gives the soft grip. It's an appropriate size for them, yet it is a little bit more age appropriate and begins to introduce the concept of the metal silverware, whereas some of the toddler spoons are all plastic and don't quite give them that same feel. So it starts to get them ready for real silverware. They come in a bunch of different colors, have a nice weight to them, so I will link those and everything else I'm mentioning in the description box below. Another thing we've enjoyed a lot for snack time and in the mornings, smoothies. These are the cutest cups. First of all, they're like little mason jars with silicone sleeves, and they come in a few different sizes, again, a few different colors. They have a stopper here so your child can't pull the straw out, which is really nice. We have a kid who likes to throw stuff at the table, and this has dropped plenty of times, and with the silicone sleeve, it has not broken. It's nice that it's a plastic-free option if that's what you're looking for. It is glass and not breaking and having that straw that stops. These have been great for smoothies, but we can also put milk or water or any other liquid beverage in there. Our favorite plate at the moment, we're still using divided plates at this age. I think probably in a little bit we'll start experimenting with non-divided plates. But again, having a child who likes to throw stuff or pick it up and experiment around, having the suction cups on the bottom is great. And these are very, very strong suction cups. The other thing I like about this plate is it comes with an option of having a lid. So I have been preparing breakfasts in advance. Sometimes when I know my hands are going to be full around lunchtime or dinner time, I will make a plate in advance, put the top on, and then put it into the refrigerator, which saves me the hassle of trying to hold a toddler that wants food right now and get it ready and do all of that one-handed. So instead I can pull out something I've pre-made from the refrigerator and save that hassle. We also started daycare in this age range. I know for so many people this is circumstantial and different depending on your kid and what situation you might have, whether they go to daycare or not, or they've already been going to daycare or they're not going to daycare yet. But this has been our favorite lunchbox. It is one of the bent-go lunchboxes, and I specifically picked this one out because I like the number of divided areas it has, but also I didn't want to have to get a second lunchbox to put the lunchbox in. And this one comes with a freezable tray that you stick right, I have it upside down. You stick it right into your lunchbox here, and it all goes together. So this part keeps your child's lunch cold all day, and you don't have to worry about getting a second item, which has been very helpful. And the last thing that is probably the number one thing I would recommend out of everything I'm going to mention, maybe number one or number two. I have one more that is probably a top item, but I have down here, I don't know if you can see it, I'll lift it up, this toddler kitchen tower, and our child has loved being a part of what's going on in the kitchen. He can stand here and he can watch me do the dishes. He just wants to see all of the action and what's going on. He's also starting to experiment around a little bit with helping me prepare foods. So it's been great to have him up at countertop level. We also sometimes will do snack time here, and he really likes having a designated spot. He had this for his first birthday, and I will say right at 1, it was a little bit difficult for him. I felt nervous trying to make sure he didn't fall back on it, but we never had any incidents or anything like that. I will say towards the end of this age range, closer to 18 months, he's been able to get in and out of it on his own, and he's very safe in it and really just loves it and loves going up in his tower. So if you are somebody who spends a lot of time in the kitchen or have the space for this one is actually collapsible as well, which a lot of them are not. It is great quality. This is something I would highly, highly recommend if you're looking for like a first birthday gift or a big ticket item with the holidays coming up. That is something I would definitely look at. A couple of bath time things I have to mention that I haven't shared before. One of the things we've been loving, because bath toys just start to increase a little bit around this age, this bathtub organizer is great because it's mesh. You can scoop up all the toys in the water and then hang it on the side of your bathtub there and let it all drain out if there's any extra water. We got this really fun basketball hoop. So since our child loves playing basketball and loves shooting hoops, he is obsessed with this in the bathtub. So it has a suction cup. It's a cute little puppy dog, and then comes with mini basketballs with it. So this is really fun for him. We also have these cogs and pipes. So these are two separate sets, but I think they work really well together. So the cogs fit together and they will spin along the side of the bathtub. Again, they're suction cups, and there are a bunch of different pipes that also suction cup and have different ways that the water falls. So if you have some little cups your child can fill up, this one splits in two different directions. This one shoots out straight at them. So really fun for them to fill out. And then another thing we've loved are these Crayola bathtub paints. We've gone through some transitions in this period where we haven't loved bath time as much. And during those times when it's really tough to get him in a bath and he's not interested, pulling out these finger paints has really done the trick for him. I just squirt a little bit and let him finger paint. I've even brought some paintbrushes into the tub and let him paint that way. But he likes to also try and put it on the side of the tub and then clean it off. He's really into doing that. So these have been really fun, and they're not that difficult to clean up and also don't stain our tub. I have a few things in the toy category that I want to mention, and I always in these videos talk about Love Every toys because those are my favorite. If there's one thing that you would get from these videos, I would probably do the Love Every toy subscription. It is their play kits, which takes all of the thinking out of what's going to be developmentally appropriate for your child in a given age range. And they just send such high quality toys. I can tell compared to all of the other toys that we have that those are the ones that we're gonna be able to pass down to baby number 2 or any other kids in the future, probably hold on to for grandchildren in the future, again, just because they're that high quality. And I love watching his brain work when he's using those toys. So the Love Every subscription, I will have a link for in the description box below. And I would highly suggest checking it out either for yourself and your kids. They just added on more, so it extends up to even older ages than it did before, or it would make a really great gift. I got it from my high school friends from my baby registry, and it was like one of the best gifts I got. I also pulled out a few other favorites. Coloring became a big deal in this age range. And for crayons, I started with these palm grip Crayola crayons. They're like egg-shaped. So because they're still working on their fine motor skills, it's great to have a palm grasp type crayon, and they can hold it like this and color that way. There are a bunch of different colors you can get. You can get a smaller pack with just a few if you want to try them out. I also got some of these thicker, chunkier beeswax candles. These are made from really great ingredients. They do sell a bathtub version as well. I haven't heard as great of things about the bathtub version, but the regular crayons are nice again because they're thicker and chunkier. They're a little bit short, which is perfect for little 1.5-year-old hands. And then because I personally am a little stressed out by the mess with all that entails when you start coloring, I didn't want to break out markers a lot at this age unless there's a safe space to do it. I introduced these Water Wow set. This was mostly an idea for travel, but you fill up the little marker with water, and then when you color on the pages, it will show up a design, and then once it dries, then you can redo it all over again and it will disappear. So these are great for travel, they're great for at home, and nice because they're reusable. The other thing I would suggest is the Crayola version. They're Color Wow markers. We've been getting a lot of those, as well as some of the smaller ones at the Target dollar spot, because the marker only works on the paper that they give you. It's a little bit more wasteful in the sense that you have to use their paper, you have to buy their markers, and nothing's interchangeable. But again, if you're trying to avoid the mess and you have a little one who's just learning about how to color, learning where it's appropriate to color and can't really control that yet, it's a really great option that I'm happy with and feel totally fine breaking out coloring wherever. A big item that I have to mention is right behind me. We got this whole Pikler triangle set for his first birthday, and he has just learned how to use this and developed a ton throughout this age range up until 18 months, and is continuing past 18 months to really explore and learn all about how to climb up. There's a little portion that you can make a slide. This arch behind me you can use or not use. You can separate it. On the other side of the slide, there's like a rock wall, so he's learning how to climb. It's nice because sometimes we put part of it away and the triangle again collapses, so the storage is a little bit easier than some other triangles. They do sell this in 2 different sizes, so you can get it for a smaller child, or if you're thinking about more long term and are able to help them more when they're little and want to get one that's a little bit bigger, you can also do that as well. A few other things. I broke out this Target shopping cart. Any shopping cart probably will do the trick, but this one from Target is really cute. It comes with some fake food in it, little milk and stuff. But he is obsessed with it and will walk around the house saying shop, 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 and loves to put things in it. He loves to put stuffed animals in the shopping cart and put their legs through and pretend like he's shopping with them. I think he just likes emulating what he's seeing out in the world. So he sees me going out and shopping and him sitting in the cart, so he likes to put his stuffed animals in there. There's a lot of make-believe and pretending happening in this age, so without committing to buying a whole kitchen set or anything, he's pouring milk. It comes with a little coffee cup, and I see him going shh and then pretending to drink the milk. So it's just been really fun, and he loves this thing and has loved it since he was 1, because he was still in that kind of wobbly phase of walking, so it was helping him walk a little bit, and was also a really fun toy and has continued to love it, and it's a perfect size for this younger age range. Also, I brought up this little bear because Jellycat stuffed animals are the best stuffed animals, and previously he had no interest in stuffed animals whatsoever. All of a sudden, very into them, loves to hold them when he's tired or sad, and will sleep with one now, and just in general loves playing with them. And we always favor the Jellycat stuffed animals because they're so soft and plush. So these are our favorites. One favorite for reading. This was another gift for his first birthday that we have really liked and have bought some more of our own, the Polka Dot books. They are big and thick, but you can also get some smaller ones that make a great diaper bag toy because they have all of these little spots that you can press and poke the dot and pop them in and out. There's a great story that goes along with it. There's some counting that this book has, and overall it's really interactive for your child to practice pressing in and out, and they feel like they're reading the story along with you. This one specifically says, can you find 3 cheetahs racing the bus, and we can practice counting 1, 2, 3 and pop all the dots. So he really likes this, and those are our favorite toys. The last couple of things I want to share are for travel, and the first thing is a travel stroller. We used the Duna when he was 1 and under. And then once he turned 1, he was pretty heavy in the Duna to carry him in and out. And we found a stroller that we love that collapses really, really easily. It fits in the overhead compartment of a plane. So we've brought it with us traveling. And we've also found that we love just keeping it in the trunk of our car and using it at stores and when we're just running around and need a quick stroller that doesn't take up the entire trunk. He has gotten to a point, especially once he started walking, that he doesn't love being in the cart. And sometimes having the stroller just keeps him a little bit more contained and more content. So that has been great. And an added bonus, we didn't really anticipate using it as an everyday kind of around the town type stroller. We more thought it would actually be for travel, like trips away from the state or further away, but it's had a lot of benefits. So it's totally paid off and we love the one that we have. The other thing for transportation has been our new car seat. We got one of the rotating car seats and kind of went all out with the car seat that we got. And it has been a game changer because we do have another car seat that's a non-infant car seat for when he's rear facing in my husband's car. And I feel like I'm breaking my back every time I'm trying to put him in there. The rotation aspect is totally worth it. So I would highly recommend it. We almost want to get a second one. First of all, because we have a second child coming, but also because we have 2 cars. We love it that much. So those are all of the things I would recommend for 12 to 18 months. Thanks so much for joining me today and being a part of this motherhood journey as together we make it sophisticated.